Students, welcome to the third video of numerical integration. As I told you previously, this chapter, numerical integration is only for civil branch. So now let us see the second method of numerical integration, which is Simpson's one-third rule. So Simpson's one-third rule says that integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h upon 3 into f of x0 plus 4 into f of x1 plus f of x3 plus so on plus f of xn plus 2 into f of x2 plus f of x4 plus so on f of xn minus 2 plus f of xn. Now this can be summarized as this is equal to h upon 3. Okay, we are seeing the formula for Simpson's one-third rule, and hence we divide this h by 3. So it is h upon 3. Then first value plus last value plus 4 into sum of all odd numbers. Okay, sum of odd numbers means y1 plus y3 plus y5 so on, all odd numbers. Then plus 2 into sum of even numbers, so like y2 plus y4 plus y6 so on. Okay, so this formula can be written as, I can write this formula as integral a to b f of x dx. This is equal to h upon 3 into y0 plus y1. Okay, first value yn, first value plus last value plus 4 into odd numbers, so y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus so on, and plus 2 into even values, so y2 plus y4 plus y6 plus so on. Okay, so this is the formula for Simpson's one-third rule. Now let us see some example based on Simpson's one-third rule. So the first question is, evaluate integral 0 to 1 dx upon 1 plus x square using Simpson's one-third rule, taking h equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, so h is given as 1 upon 4. Now next is, we have to first define the a, b and h. So by that we can prepare this table. So here f of x is, y or f of x is given as 1 upon 1 plus x square. Okay, so here a is 0, b is 2 and h is given as 1 upon 4, that means 0.25. Now x values will start from the a, means 0. Okay, then we increase this value by 0.25. So 0 plus 0.25, then 0.25 plus 0.25, then 0.5 plus 0.25. Okay, so on. Then y is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. Now in this we will put the x value. So when x is 0, then this will be 1 upon 1 plus 0. So that means y is 1. Now when x is 0.25, then y will be 1 upon 1 plus 0.25 whole square. So that is equal to 0.9412. Now let me clear the screen. Yes. Now when x is 0.5, then y will be 1 upon 1 plus 0.5 whole square. So that is equal to 0.8. Now when x is 0.75, then we substitute x as 0.75 here. So we get this as 0.64. And finally when x is 1, why 1? Because upper limit. Here b is 1. Sorry, this is wrong. Here b is 1. Upper limit is 1. Okay. So last value will be 1. So when x is 1, then y will be 1 upon 1 plus 1 square. So that is equal to 0.5. Now next is we have to write the y. So y0, we start from y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. Now Simpson's 1/3 rule is integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h upon 3 into first value plus last value y0 plus y4 plus 4 into odd. So here odd is y1 and y3. Okay, so 4 into y1 plus y3, then plus 2 into even is only y2, so 2 into y2. Now we substitute the value, so h is 0.25 upon 3 into first value is 1 and last value is 0.5 plus 4 into y1 plus y3, so 4 into 0.9412 plus 0.64 plus 2 into y2, so 2 into 0.8. So by calculation we get this value as 0.7854. Okay, so by Simpson's 1/3 rule we get this integral as 0.7854 approximately. Okay, now let us see one more example. So here question is using Simpson's 1/3 rule, evaluate integral 0 to pi by 2 root of cos x dx. Divide the interval into 8 equal subintervals. Okay, now in this f of x is root of cos x, a is equal to 0, lower limit is 0, so a is 0, b will be upper limit is pi upon 2. Now n is 8. Okay, h is not given, only n is given. Now on the ground of this n and a and b we can find h. So relation is h is equal to b minus a upon n. So pi upon 2 minus 0 upon 8. So that is equal to pi upon 16. Okay, now we prepare this table. So x values, then y values. So x will start from 0, then pi upon 16, then pi upon 8, then 3 pi upon 16, then pi upon 4, then 5 pi upon 16. Okay, what we are doing? First we have taken this a value, we are starting from the a value, means lower limit 0, and then we increase this 0, we add in this value h value. So h value is pi upon 16, so 0 plus pi upon 16 is pi upon 16, then pi upon 16 plus pi upon 16, so that is equal to 2 pi upon 16, means pi upon 8. So on we are going to add this h value till we get pi upon 2. So now I got the pi upon 2, so I'll stop here. Now I'm going to find the y values. Now y is what? Under root of cos x. So under root of cos x is 0, so it will be root of cos 0, and cos 0 is 1, root of 1 is 1. Then cos pi upon 16, so cos pi upon 16, so what I have to find? I have to find root of cos pi upon 16, and that is equal to 0.9903. This value I can calculate by using the calculator. Then next is pi upon 8, so that will be root of cos pi upon 8, so y will be 0.9612. So like that I can calculate y values for all the x values by using calculator. Now after getting this table, now next I have to write the y0, so on. So y0, then y1, y2, y3, y4, then y5, then y6, y7 and y8. Okay, these are the values. Now by formula says that integral 0 to pi upon 2 Root of cos x dx is equal to h upon 3. H is pi upon 16. So pi upon 16 upon 3. That means pi upon 16 into 3. So that is equal to 48. Into first value plus last value. So y0 plus y8 means 1 plus 0. Plus 4 into odd values, sum of odd values. So 4 into y1 means 0.9903, then plus y3 0.9118 plus y5 0.7454 plus y7 0.4417 plus 2 into even values. Even values are y2, y4, y6. Okay, that means 0.9612, then 0.8409 plus 0.6186. Okay, now after calculation we get this as 1.1911. So hence we get the integral, this definite integral, as 1.1911 approximately. Okay, so that is the application of numerical integration. By definite integral concept we can't integrate this root of cos x. There is no formula to integrate root of cos x. But by using the Simpson's 1/3 rule or trapezoidal rule or next rule Simpson's 3/8 rule, we can approximate the answer. We get approximately the correct answer, not exact answer but approximate answer. Okay, now see one more example. By using Simpson's 1/3 rule, evaluate integral 0 to 2 1 upon 1 plus x square dx with n equal to 4. So again n is given as 4. So first we have to write y means f of x, which is 1 upon 1 plus x square. Then a is the lower limit, means 0. Then b is the upper limit is 2, not 4. B is equal to 2. Then n is given as 4. Now first we have to find h. So h is equal to b minus a upon n. So 2 minus 0 upon 4. So that is equal to 1 upon 2 or 0.5. Now we have to prepare the table. So let's start with x value. We'll start from 0. Then in that we add the h value. So 0, then 0.5, then 1, then 1.5, and lastly we get 2. Now f of x or y values. So y is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. So when x is 0, then y will be 1. When x is 0.5, then y will be 0.89. When x is 1, then y will be 0.5. When x is 1.5, then 1 upon 1 plus 1.5 whole square. So that will be 0.23. When x is 2, then this will be 1 upon 5 means 0.11. Now next step is we write y0, y1, y2, y3, y4. Now we are going to write the Simpson's 1/3 formula. So Simpson's 1/3 formula says that integral a to b f of x dx is equal to h upon 3 into first value plus last value. So y0 plus y4. So 1 plus 0.11 plus 4 into odd values. So plus 4 into odd values are 0.89 plus 0.23 plus 2 into even value. So plus 2 into 0.5. Now h is 0.5. So this will be 0.5 upon 3 into this. So it will be 1.0983. So Simpson's 1/3 rule gives the answer as 1.0983. Okay. So with this I am concluding this Simpson's 1/3 rule. So thank you students.